What's up, Snowy? Hello. Welcome to stream. Getting ready for temph v Lipton. Get my stream title updated. Oh my god, I am so pumped for the Mega Div. Oh, you have no idea. I have been wanting to play so much Tetris for so long. What's up, temph? Welcome to the stream. It gives me a perfect time to use my quad stream, which I am so excited about. Let me get these hearts out of here. Yeah, have fun. I don't envy your position, Snowy. That sounds like hell. Which, BT Dubs, if you do need help with any of that, I am not the greatest at scheduling, but I do have some experience from my Quiz Bowl days. It is currently 20 UDC. Alright. So, 600 matches. Or is that 600 sets? We have to operationalize our definitions here. I finally get to put my data analysis degree to work. No, shoot, you're right. I'm dumb. Would y'all want background music for this stream? Because I can put some background music in. I know my streams are renowned for their very ASMR feel, but I also get that awkward silence is very awkward. Oh my god, 5 days left. If we get to 40, which wouldn't shock me, we'll be getting into like 1,000 match territory. one sec, I'm pulling out my extended calculator on my phone. Because theoretically, it's just root 1,000 to get the number. At 33 people, yeah, it's 1K on 40. Uh, 46 people pushes you into 2,000 match territory, which, considering we're at what, like 26 right now, does not seem entirely unattainable. It would be bonkers, but not unattainable. I'll give Lipton just a second longer, and then I will ping them. Wish that I had some kind of ad roll that CDM has. Apparently 24 people signed up. That's that. Oh. Hey, 24 for 24 person div for 2024. See, I wasn't sure how you could find out, because I tried looking at how many people had reacted in the sign up bot channel, but I couldn't. That's a great point. Yeah, it shows it. Oh, that's so many people. Alright, let me give Lipton a ping. Yeah, fingers crossed that Lipton's OBS is working. Inshallah. Yeah, that's right. I'm taking a restream while I'm restreaming. I'm insane. Temph, if you want it, you can have it, if you're good. Honestly, Temph, I am not upset that you took that at all. It saves me from having to do 3 in one day. Which, I am not upset about it by any means. I just have absolutely nothing else to do, so... What's up, Lipton? Let me get stream set up on my side. Apologies. Next time I will figure out how to mute myself before I hack on channel. Screens looking how they need to look. That's probably good enough. Alright, both players are here. Temph, you have the higher PB amongst the two of y'all, so you get level select first. Options are 8, 12, and 15. I don't know why I said them in that order. 15, Jesus Christ, 12, 15, and 18. That's them in order. 18, vetoable by either player at any time. Veto 18, sounds good. Also no SPS, perfect. Worm. In that case, Temph looks like you are already on for 15 start. Waiting on Lipton to get ready, but of course, no rush. Yeah, I think we're starting game 1 for 15. 12. Alright. Temph changes his mind, goes to 12. Alright. Both players ready for a 12 start here. Let's count down game 1 of set number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. exec to fix Lipton's score display. Snapping, why do you hate me? Alright, good enough for the time being. Both players, very similar looking stacks. Lipton sets up, goes for a Tetris, up at 33,000. Temph has a couple holes and a bit of a wild stack, but gets a Tetris, goes to 38,000. Gets a T-tuck, has a couple of gnarly overhangs here though. Temph keeping an eye well open in the center. Lipton sets up, gets a Tetris, goes to 67,000. Temph with a bit more of a manageable board, relatively speaking. Relative, of course, to probably 5 lines ago. Lipton set up again. Lombard comes, Lipton up to 84,000. Temph is set up for a dirty Tetris, gets it, goes to 55,000. Needed that. Lipton set up. Temph getting much needed pieces here. Lipton gets a Lombard over, goes to 116. Temph, 4 lines behind at 62,000. Lipton up to 133. Temph set it for a... now sees and sets up for a dirty Tetris. Gets what I think it was a double there. Lipton set up, gets a Lombard, goes up to 164. Temph with a split double there. Temph now set up 1 row off the bottom. Needs a Lombard here. Gets it, gets the well open, goes up to 88,000. Lipton, about the same lines, but double the score at 181. So now he says Lipton is zooming in that pace, and they are correct. Temph keeping that too well open there. Had to cover it, now in a bit of an awkward situation. Lipton up to 198. Tetris goes up to 214. Temph managing the situation well enough. Could be setting up... Nope. Got the triple, but got the well open more importantly. Has some gnarly little secret mines in there. Lipton getting up a bit high, needs 3 Lombards. Gets a Lombard over to the right. Lipton at 219, Temph at 118. Lipton now fills in 2 Lombard dependencies, getting their stack a bit more under control. Both players about 20 lines from 15 speeds transitions. Lipton, dirty, Tetris goes up to 240. Temph, 12 lines in the past, but about 120,000 points behind. Lipton now 5 lines away. Oh, I'm ready for 18. I am so ready. I have been practicing. Temph set up 2 off the bottom. Lipton crosses over at 248. Temph in need of a long bar. Gets it. Dirty Tetris. Sets up for a T-tuck. Temph 5 lines to go. Up to now 20 lines away from 18 transition speed. Temph set up high again. Good adjustment there for that J piece, some piece. Ooh, but Temph needing a lumbar can get it over. Needed that, has the well open. Oh no, but Temph will top out at 152. Lipton, you are good for game number 1 at 290. GG's. Alright, Lipton, still 12. Lipton ready. Both players ready. Let's count down for game number 2 here in set 1. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off. Temph with 16 more pushdown points than Lipton. Stop the count. That's it. Temph now by 20 pushdown points. Lipton gets a Tetris, goes up to 15,000. Temph with a 2x1 hole in their stack. Gets the perfect pieces to get it open. Lipton set up waiting on a long bar. Long bar comes. Lipton up to 36,000. Temph yet to score a Tetris at 5,500. Temph, getting up a bit high here, is able to burn and get a long bar over, sets up for their first Tetris at 25, gets one immediately after, goes up to 40. That is the perk of building high and building it perfectly, is if you're set up for 2 long bars. Hardly happens, but when it happens, it's glorious. Both players simul Tetris, despite being on different seeds. That's right, 346. I've been plateauing in the high 100s lately, which has been frustrating. I'll get to about 180, 190, sometimes 200, and then I'll just stay there. And it's been that way for like a week now. Lumbar comes for Temph, but had to cover the well. Lipton, nice J-tuck there. Both players slam down a Tetris. Temph with a bit of an awkward hanging L there. Lipton needing pieces to fill in this chasm, but gets a long bar over for a Tetris, and now is in cleanup mode. Temph potentially setting up for a center well. Is center well ready? Needs a long bar. Gets one. Sets up. goes to 122, Lipton at 126. Both players practically tied, despite being on different seeds. Lipton needing something to the left, needing it now. Awkward sets of pieces. Lipton tops 128. Temph, you are good for game number 2. Oh, wrong one. Something something game of 5, something something game of 3. Temph, you have level select whenever, if you would like to play this out. You are at decent pace. I wouldn't put it past you to play this out. Snowy said the thing. Snowy said the thing. Temph up at 205, 3/4 of the way to that 100-line transition mark. I'll keep commentating if you want to keep playing. I have nothing against that. Good setup here by Temph. Could be setting up for a center well. Gets a triple, but more importantly opens up the right side. At 213 here. Long bar over. Tetris goes up to 228. 12 lines lift. That's enough for 3 Tetrises. That's division, kids. Temph now getting that right set up a bit high. Gets a long bar over, slams down, goes to 244. Another goes up to 260. Can get one more. Decides to set up a burn to go into 15 speeds transitions at 263. Reminder that Temph's PB is 617. That's fair. Decided to just top it out. That is all good though. Oh, is my mic low? Oh, apologies. Let me bump it up. I am also a naturally quiet speaker. Oh. Damn, you could have said something 2 matches ago. How is this? Is this better? Do I need to speak louder? Do I need to turn it up? Do I need to get closer? It's so I try. So every stream I try to do an audio test before the stream, before people get in here, just so I can test the audio and see how it sounds. And this is the first one where I didn't do that. And of course, the one where I don't do it. But it's okay. We got it resolved. We are all good. Temph says 12 still. Both players ready for a 12 start. Countdown game number 3. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris, my My chat delayed there. Fingers crossed that my internet makes it through this stream. It did pop out for probably a minute in the other restream I did today, but it wasn't a major issue. Lipton, first Tetris of game number 3. Temph Amino Shy gets set up with a long bar. Second long bar comes, gets another Tetris, or gets their first Tetris, sorry, Lipton, in the meantime had scored another Tetris. Both players' stacks very perfectly suited right now. Lipton slams down. Temph, or as I say that, has a bit of a fossil in their stack. Yeah, Snowy, I wish you the absolute best for the internet. I have been debating fetching the 20-30 foot Ethernet cord that we have. I just don't want to have to get it set up with my router. Temph with a column 3 Tetris. Lipton now set up on the right side. Lipton, bit of a drought here. Has the pieces to burn away. Gets a long bar. Temph filling a long bar dependency and is set up as well. Temph getting blitzed by L's and J's. Lipton tops out at 97,000. Temph, you are in a chase down for 9-8. Temph, you are in a chase down for 9-8. I pray that you heard me on that. Has to put some weight over the right well, but is slowly trying to get it opened up. To 67,000 now, needs 9-7. Lumbar over to the right. As the left side opened up, able to bring the stack down a little bit. Any little bit is just extra added comfort at this point. Is able to get a long bar over to the left. That will help the stack out tremendously. Is at 75, needs 9-8. Ooh, a bit of a misshift there on that J piece, but is able to work around it. Good adjustment there, sets up a burn on the left side. Ooh, almost a misshift there on the L piece. At 82,000 now. Temph 25 lines until 15 transition. Is it 87? 87 needs 9-7. Importantly does have the right well open, just waiting on a long bar. Long bar comes, gets it over, goes to 104, and will take game number 3. Temp, you are good for game number 3. GG's. Amazing chase down there. I can't lie to you, there were a couple points in there where in my head I went, ooh, I wouldn't have done that. But I completely understand the heat of the moment. Lipton, you have level select. Lipton says 15. Bringing out the big guns here. Alright, both players ready for 15. It is Temph's match point. Not match, but, well, match point. Count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Match point if you count best of 3 as a match. Ooh, Lipton, a bit of an early misshift there on an L piece. Temph's board, cleanly set up, now waiting on a long bar. Long bar comes for Temph and gets the first Tetris. Quickly set up again. Meanwhile Lipton getting their board little by little cleaned out. Temph now up to 40,000. Temph, Tetris, it goes to 62,000. Snowy, I feel you. You could stay here and watch the stream. Say goodbye to a capitalist nightmare. As Temph gets a Tetris, goes to 81,000. Lipton at 24,000. Temph slams down another, goes to 100,000. Both players set up now. Lombard comes for Temph, goes up to 120. Lipton going up to 45. Gets another Tetris at 64. Temph with this Tetris goes to 140. Both players cruising along just fine. Tetris for Temph goes to 160. Lipton goes to 86 off of that Tetris. Lipton goes to 104. About 80,000 separating these players at 47 lines. At halfway to oh no, sorry, we're on 15. Is that 15? No. Yeah, 15 transitions at 100 lines too. That's right. It's been a minute since I started at 15 and got far enough to get to a level transition. Lipton setup, gets a Lombard, goes to 145. Temph with this Tetris goes to 239. Lipton, 165 off of that Tetris. Temph almost 260 now. Maintaining a healthy lead over Lipton. Slams down another Tetris, goes up to 278. Really good pace here from temph, very impressive. Lipton ready. Temph up to almost 300,000. Touches for Lipton goes up to 208, 100,000 separating these players. Both players 20 lines to go before 18 speed transitions. Touches for Lipton goes up to 246. Lipton closing the gap a bit on temph here as temph had to do a bit of a burn. Both players now about 10 lines away from transition. Lipton Tetris goes up to 267 even. Touches for temph, 99 lines. Can squeeze in one more Tetris. Is set up, gets a Lombard. Transitions over at 385 into 18 speeds. Lipton over at 289. Temph maintaining a sizable lead here over Lipton, but it is far from over. Lipton potentially setting up for a center well here. Couldn't get the pieces for it. Lipton now has to top out at 301. Temph, you are good for game number 4 and the first set. I'll just repeat it for completeness. You are good, temph, for game 4, though if you want to run this out, have at it. Sweet. Sorry, I'm so self-conscious of my sound now. I have to really be complete about it now. My mic is higher than it has ever been now. Alright. Would y'all like a seed for the second set, or are we staying no SPS? No SPS? Fair enough. No SPS are always more interesting games. With that, Lipton, you have first level select for the second set. Lipton goes 12. Snowy, you did fine yesterday. Snowy, you always do fine. Snowy's top tier player. players ready? Let's kick off game 1 of this second set in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hey, Snowy, at least you had a 420k. Check my PB, I'm at 346. And I'm starting to think that might have been a spoof. Lipton set up here. Gets the first Tetris of the game. No temph set up for a center well. Both players ready. Temph in the more awkward position, but maintaining that deep center well. This is a decision by temph here. Maintaining it very well. Had to close it right as a lumbar came. Faring well nonetheless though, but has quite a bit of maintenance to do. Gets a long bar over. Lipton set up for a column 8 one row high. Both players being very ambitious this game. Lipton couldn't get the pieces over and tops out at 39,000. Temph, your chase down is 4-0. It's a double. Temph just burning it away with doubles. Flatline burn gets the well open and gets a Tetris, goes up to 42 and is good for game number 1. GG's, that was a good chase down there for a bit of a suffer seed, I must say. Temph, you have level select. Temph says 15. $500k transitions 19. Hell yeah. Good job. Both players ready for a 15 start. Let's count down game number 2 of set 2. Countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Temph with an overhang but gets it filled in. Lipton, first Tetris of the game, goes up to 19,000. Lipton, 38,000. Temph. Bit of an interesting setup here. Is going for a triple here. It's now set up. Lipton with a triple there. Temph set up for a dirty Tetris. Gets a lumbar and gets it. Goes up to 34,000. Lipton at 45,000. Lipton gets a lumbar. Goes up to 66,000. Tetris for Lipton, and Tetris for Temph. Temph up to 59,000, Lipton at 87,000. Both players at the same place and time. Both players getting a Tetris at the same place and time. Both players set up again. Temph sees a lumbar, but has some overhangs in the stack. Lipton now waiting it out. Has to make some decisions there to keep the stack available. Has to do some cleanup here. Both players having to do some digging, but Lipton, the dig a bit more precarious. Has the pieces for it. Fares it pretty well, but is not out of danger yet. Lipton 115, Temph 105. Ooh, mischief there from that T-piece from Lipton. Can I get pieces over? And Temph, you're in a chase down for 116. Another chase down situation for Temph. This one more manageable. Only needs, at this point, 6,000 more points. Temph piece dependent. Goes to 115, 116 will do it. Temph, you are good for game number 2. Temph driving the nail further into the coffin with that 15 choice. Lipton, you have level select. Lipton matching with a 15 call. Lipton says, no problem, I got this. I can reverse sweep with a 15 play. Both players ready. This is set point for Temph here, as I cannot get my keyboard to work. Countdown game 3. That's fine. Sorry, that was a bit of a balk from me there, but we are all good. Oh, sorry, I forgot Tetris nerds don't understand sport reference. Har har. Temph first Tetris of the game. Lipton, quick to follow. Lipton, Tetris goes up to 39,000. Temph goes up to 40 off of a Tetris. Lipton keeping the stack manageable through a bit of a drought on their end. Both players fighting a long bar. Temph up to 60,000, Lipton 64. Tetris for Lipton goes up to 88 temph. A bit high and a bit undermanaged, shall we say. Lipton ready. Lipton gets a Tetris, goes up to 111. Temp stack a bit more manageable here, but still not out of the clear. Could be setting up for gets a triple out of it, and is 2 pieces away from getting the stack open. Lipton gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, goes to 133. Temph, needing the well open, is ready, needs a long bar. Long bar comes for Temph, goes to 98,000. Lipton, long bar of their own, goes up to 154. Bit of a cat and mouse game here between these two players. Lipton trying to do everything they can to keep this lead open. Touches for Temph, goes up to 117. Lipton set up. Long bar dependent. Temph with a Swiss cheese stack right now. Lipton having to do digging their own, but by far more manageable. Temph now getting up pretty high. Can't get the lumbar over, and Temph will top out at 124. Lipton, you are good for game number 3. Geez, yeah, Lipton, take your time. You're good. It is Temph's level choice. Temph is getting raided. What's up, Abaro? Hello. Welcome to the stream. You are unfortunately catching the tail end of the stream here. We are in set 2. Temph is up 2-1 and has level select here. I will be sure to stick around for the... What a scene transition. Not sure what to do at this point. Are we still on to play? There we go. Scene transition back. Temph picks 12. Playing it nice and slow here for match point here. Has the chance to take both sets. Both players ready. Let me not belay the point any longer. Let's count down for game 4 here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players off. Temph off to an early push-down points lead. Both players set up, waiting for a long bar to come. A mutual drought seems to be happening. This is unfortunate. Lipton sees the long bar first, goes up to 16,000. Temph sees another long bar, goes to 18,000. Lipton gets the perfect pieces to resolve that dependency. Both players now waiting on another long bar. Lipton sees it, goes up to 34,000. Temph waiting. Lipton sneaks in another in the meantime. Temph gets the long bar over, goes up to 36. Lipton 66 now. Both players matching each other in pace here. Cannot let anything slip by them. Temph up to 83,000 off of that Tetris. Lipton set up one off the bottom, but is ready. Sets up, gets a Tetris, and a pretty clean well transfer, if you ask me. Temph in need of a long bar here. In need of a long bar here. Gets it over. Goes up to 100,000. Lipton at 85,000. Also waiting on a long bar. Gets it 101 to 100 at 36 lines here. Temph getting high up. Needs something over for this center. That's for Lipton. Temph getting the right side over. Lipton ready. Temph making the wrong parity decision there. And Temph tops at 106. Lipton, you are good for game number 4. Lipton not going down without a fight. Crack open the cider cooler. We have a reverse D-cider. Oh shoot, is anyone in here a minor? This is apple juice. This is non-alcoholic, FDA. I also want to mention it is a very imperfect Photoshop clipping of a screenshot because I didn't have access to the PNG. Lipton, game number 5, you have level decide. Lipton pulling out 15 for game number 5. Both players ready. Let's count down for a 15 start. Countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Lipton, first Tetris. Temph not far behind. Lipton cracks another. Lipton, 2 long bar dependencies. Fills 1. Gets 1 to the over for a split double. Temph now with a Tetris goes up to 41,000. Lipton 43. Temph with a triple, gets the right well cleaned up. Lipton could be setting up here. Doesn't go for the Tetris, but gets the well cleaned up. Temph meanwhile gets Tetris goes up to 67,000. Lipton at 74. Tetris for Temph. Lipton with 1 of their own goes up to 95. Temph 87. Temph filling in a good dependency there. Ooh, Temph, a very awkward T setup there, but gets a Tetris goes to 106. Both players not letting the other giving a chance to breathe. Alright, I'm trying to get an ad here. That's unfortunate. Luckily, I have Temp's stream up on another device. Temp at 123. Lipton at 111. Lipton sets up, gets a Tetris, goes to 130. Temph fills in that long bar dependency. Waiting on a long bar of their own for a Tetris. Gets 1. Goes up to 142. Good, the ad's gone. Yeah, Baro, I do not envy your position here as organizer of the megadiv. I also do not pity the powerhouse of a website that you're going to have to run. Temph getting up a bit high and unmanageable here. Temph topping out at 143. Lipton taking game number 5 here. Lipton in a runaway here, but good play from all the players. Alright, I will report this, get everything set up. I'm going to throw us in Temp's stream. Hope this works. Let's go.
Okay, Windsor's not live yet. Let's move into this, make sure Sky's stream is good. So, yeah, Sky's good.